So I get level 4 spells, guys.
Oh boy.
One of those is Discern Lies.
Oh.
Noah's face.
Zone of Truth's bigger brother.
It's a big deal, because it's not just one person, it's 7, and the DC is 19.
Hey, Ox, we need to have a frank conversation about when it's cool.
I'm imagining this. I'm imagining like a meme format for a cartoon where it's just like a little like cartoon character just like smiling and just Zone of Truth on its chest, and standing behind him is just like this big old like massive guy, and it's just Discern Lies.
Yep.
That was when Ox came
And then
in.
really small in front of both of them,
She did
the rogue.
She did a Zone of Truth. Oh man, I remember now.
How did you
Oh,
forget?
yeah.
It's been forever though. It's just remembering
Yeah, that was a
that
long time
moment,
ago.
right?
It does. Okay, so I'm not too familiar with Discern Lies. Does it act on like past things?
I know when people are lying, knowingly lying. It doesn't make you tell the truth.
Okay.
It makes me know
It's
what you're lying
it's
on.
basically it's like
I know.
it's like Detect Magic, but for Detect Lies.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
It doesn't compel truthfulness.
Yeah.
Which is somehow a lot worse.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Well,
the
and it's a
target
higher level spell, so
deliberately
the DC's
and
higher.
knowingly speaks a lie by discerning disturbances in its aura caused by lying. So I get to like actually. It's a polygraph. Dang.
Oh no.
Good.
All
thing.
right.
All right.
I'm in danger.
Oh no.
Stormwolves.
We need to rethink that name.
No, remember my reference to it?
Keep fighting until you get a critical hit, wolves.
We're a pack. Remember we referenced this.
It is the morning of the 15th. The previous day's events weigh heavy in your minds.
Do I regain
Seeing
consciousness?
the what?
Do I regain consciousness?
Wait for the
Yeah.
Sorry.
Seeing the remains of the settlement of Niven. Buildings in disrepair, destroyed, some of them burned, corpses left in the streets. Though not as many as you would expect to find in a settlement of the number of buildings that were there. You fought with some individuals who seem to be searching the settlement for something or someone, and after dispatching them, encountered Mudrian, an elven child who had escaped from the dread
Mudrian Desmond.
nearly a month before, and she brutally killed all 3 of your captives, reincarnated Hessa, and then as a group you proceeded to torture Hessa.
Not as a group. Not as a excluding Ox.
Several of the group.
Janus was not a part of that.
And Janus.
It was solely Alvyn and Elyswen.
And
Modrian. 60% of the group tortured Hessa. Okay, we'll just keep putting more qualifiers on it. And after getting what information you could, settle down to sleep. Only to find a disturbance, lightning, electrical energy pouring off of both Auxsonia and Alvyn, with causing a huge lightning elemental to appear. And after a protracted and very close fight, you managed to dispatch this elemental. So you awake in the morning, feeling oddly refreshed, oddly strengthened, but still a long road ahead.
Are we at full HP?
No.
Where are we at?
You heal 7 hit points in a long rest.
Are we leveled up?
Yes.
Okay. Ow. I'm gonna look over and see if the goblin is still there.
Still dressed up. Dressed
Okay.
up.
And then I'll look back at Alvyn. Hey, how you feeling? Oh, don't answer that. Good morning.
How long has it been?
Few hours.
I will say, given the interruption of sleep, you guys do probably wake up later than a little later in the morning than normal.
Yeah.
Alright, if anyone wants some healing, you can come over and stand near me.
No, that's okay.
I'm not moving.
Janus will happily. Yeah, Janus will get himself up and walk over.
I have no problem
Group meeting
helping.
around the cleric. Okay. I'm gonna hope that this works.
I'm right there next to you, by the way.
Okay. 13 points of healing for the first, hopefully, channel positive energy, Zach.
Okay. How much was that again?
It's gonna be 13 if Zach says it works.
Works.
Okay. Let me try this again. $16.
Okay, Janus is feeling a lot better. He's almost at full.
You say 16 more?
Uh-huh. So that was 13, then 16.
Yeah, I'm
still using
pretty
water.
much.
Oh yeah, no, I do too. I'm not. Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. And looking at the place in the ground where Various stood, I'll do it again. $14.
Okay, that feels a lot better. Thank you.
Have another one.
Janus is gonna go start making food.
Need another one, Alvyn.
Janus, can you make a perception check for me, please?
He's starting this off. Wow.
Oh crap, where's Mudgeon? Oh crap.
That is not sarcasm, by the way. 25.
Okay. Please check your journal.
What? Elyswen, do you need some more healing too?
Oh, nope, I'm ready to go.
I could
Let me know if you have trouble finding
Yeah,
it.
I know you do, Alvyn. I just wanted to see if anybody else but us need it. I need it too.
No,
Aw.
this is as good as it gets. Whether that's a good thing or not, I don't know.
On a scale of like 1 to 20, maybe, how much do you think you need? Hopefully not more than 20. You can increase.
Probably around the 10.
Oh, great. Okay. I will use some spells instead for these because I really would like to save those.
Go ahead and make your craft check when you're ready, Janus.
Channels for stuff. So. I will cast Cure Light Wounds on Alvyn. So Matt is an 8.
25 again.
Feeling much better now, thank you.
I'm gonna cast it on myself. And I am at full. Where's Mudgerin? Has anyone seen? Oh no, she didn't. Go... She didn't. No, she didn't die in the fight. No, we got rid of that thing.
No, I think she left. She looks like she left me a note, just a thank you note, but touching.
A note?
Yeah.
She left.
Where'd she go?
I don't know. It's just a thank you note.
She's a little kid. She's gonna die out there.
It probably won't be worse than what we faced last night.
To be fair, I think she can take care of herself, and I really wish her the best.
Every indication would say that she was capable.
Mm-hmm. Zach, as it's daylight out, I'm going to take my glove and lay it out in sunlight so it can recharge.
Okay.
Ooh, it's solar power?
Solar power? This thing is awesome.
Yeah. That's kind of the intention behind it.
That's
See
so
if my craft
cool.
checks were enough.
Could you three, besides Janus, make perception checks for him?
Yeah. 13.
28.
23.
I refuse to taint my new dice with Alvin's bad luck.
Just roll it just to see what you would get.
Nah.
Each of you finds a note on your bags.
How much does Justin know about this campaign, Zach?
Almost nothing.
How does he do this?
I think it's just Justin's chaos factor.
Yep.
It's space-time warping around him.
How does he? I would like everybody to be really honest And maybe we should talk about our feelings today.
You just want to use that. Wait, you just want to use that discern lies spell, don't you?
No, I just, I'm really curious of what everybody else's note maybe says. And making sure that I'm not special, because, oh, it feels like I'm special.
My notes definitely touch Janus.
My note is definitely affected Alvyn.
Elyswen?
I'm quite happy with it, but...
You're like, whatever, it's just a note.
It's not, Mondrian wasn't, dissecting my psyche or anything like that. It's a kind note.
Well, what does yours say?
Are you asking Elyswen first?
Yeah.
Elyswen, I have to leave. My oath will not let me rest with you. Thank you for your kindness. I will never forget you. May the stars watch your deeds, the sea hear your joy, and the moon hear your prayers.
It's really cool.
Well, now I feel like less effort went into mine, so...
What does yours say, Alvyn?
Just says that she hopes that I find what I'm looking for.
Is that it? That's everything that she says?
It's literally all it says.
That is the... Don't make me use my new spell. We are friends.
If you want to roll sense motive, go for it.
We're not even an hour into her having 4th level spells, and she's gonna be
I would just like to point out that I saved your life last night.
What's your sense motive, Rose?
Okay. It's a 21.
He's telling the truth.
That's all it says? It's one line?
Yes.
What the frick? Really?
It literally says, hold on, it literally says, Alvyn, I hope you find who you're looking for. Modrian. Deathsworn.
Oh. Okay, Janus, what does yours say?
It's another short one. But it's very. My mother once told me that those who find comfort in the oaths of others swear none themselves. You have more to offer, I think, than a bargain and a handshake. Mudrian.
That's nice.
Sounds like it.
That's really nice.
Elyswen will pat you on the back.
Thank you. I'm gonna miss her. And what about you?
Oh, buddy.
Janus is gonna start preparing some tea because he knows it's gonna be needed after this.
Auxsonia.
Looks like we're having chicken noodle soup for breakfast.
Auxsonia Lifesworn. Your oath carries more weight than most chains. Remember that the monsoon rains bring life with their terrible power. You are a storm that will sweep the lands before you clean. Thank you for your kindness. Mudrian Deathsworn.
Poetic.
Yeah, I definitely got the short end of this.
And accurate.
Carry more weight than most chains. You just broke a chain. I don't need more. No, I need tea. Janus! How can this child just come into our lives like that and then leave like that?
He's not beholden to any of us.
I don't know, it just feels like that was amazing
And honestly, I
timing.
wouldn't wish what's to come on a child, so...
Yeah.
I didn't like the idea of her cavorting in the wilderness by herself, but... Well, there's
She
not
seems to do
much...
fine with nature.
She's probably happier out there than anywhere. Really.
And if she's threatened, she can just turn into a puddle.
Also true. I mean, I don't think she'll have any problem fending for herself, but... Still. Not necessarily pleasant. Alone.
So we need to talk about some things. Like last night. I'm pretty sure
Where
that...
are we in relation
Are we having
to
this conversation next
the
to the goblin?
No, because I'm over by the building. I didn't move.
Oh.
So it would have been, you guys would have come to me. For healing, that is. So I've kind of pissed off the Storm Lord. So I think last night that was...
Evidently I have as well.
You what?
Wait. Was that... Did you two...
What did you two do?
Was that you?
Okay.
Oh, I saw you there. Didn't you see me there?
Zach, did I see him?
You saw,
it wasn't clear.
neither of you saw each
I
saw who
definitely
the
heard
other figure
Ox's
was.
voice.
You did.
So
You
I
only
probably
ever
was
saw.
able to assume
Okay.
that the other
Ox, you
figure
only
was
ever
Ox.
saw a diminutive figure.
I didn't. Okay, I wasn't. Okay. So that's why I'm playing. That's why I'm thinking this was all my fault, which is why I'm playing it this way. What do you mean I was there?
Forest, clearing, big rock, lots of lightning. You were shouting at the sky.
Yes, I was. Those were not nice words that
Yeah,
I said.
I was there too. I was there too.
Why were you there?
So...
I'd been there before, actually.
Why?
Remember that cat I told you about?
Yeah.
One that gave me this?
Yeah.
I'll show the shoulder again. That's where that happened.
Yeah, but why would the Stormlord want you?
So, I might have left out a small detail.
What?
Well, so the first time I saw the cat, like I also saw what I assume now was the Stormlord. And I followed the cat in a dream. Like there were two roads, and I went towards the cat.
Oh.
And then another one, I was following the cat, and the Stormlord was like, there was thunder like following us. And then the one where the cat actually scratched me, it showed me two different hammers. One of it had a whole bunch of, here, and he'll go to his bag and fish out what he's been working on, which is an adamantine pickhammer. And you can see that he started to engrave these symbols of predatory animals chasing down and hunting prey in a huge variety of different styles. From super angular to like super hyper detailed. It had a lot of symbols like this on it.
Mm-hmm.
The other one had a whole bunch of lightning bolts and thunderclouds and stuff, and I picked this one up and then got this.
Is this some type of Is this cat some type of deity?
I don't know. I've tried to like reach out to it a few times, but it doesn't really. It seems like it's the one who initiates contact. Let's put it that way.
Sounds
So
like...
you mean to tell me?
Oh.
You mean to tell me, both of you, that this Stormlord that you've been worshipping is some sort of jealous ex-deity? Or...
Well, I mean, to be fair, he abandoned me first, so...
And also, to be fair, he did try to kill you. And all of us. I mean...
I think that might be my fault.
The killing us part?
Probably, maybe. I mean, they've kind of changed since Karst. I kind of don't want to destroy things anymore, which is kind of what he's all about. And, in this dream, I was pretty sure that he was listening, and I kind of yelled at him that I wasn't gonna follow him anymore. And that's not who I was anymore, and woke up, and yeah, there was a lot of feelings at that moment.
And I heard her say all of that and then woke up, and then also, yeah, so...
Yeah.
I mean... Frankly, it sounds like it's good that you left when you did, both of you.
I mean, he's all about destruction. It's not like he would have cared if we'd won or lost that. It didn't matter, because it would have been destruction.
It didn't matter, you should have tried a little less hard, but... That was... I think let's maybe say that it was better now than sometime when we were less equipped, or when he had more of an interest in it.
I don't think he's gone. That's the thing. I mean, this was fresh. This was last night. I mean, he could pop up at any moment right now. He could.
Janus, do you have any insight on... I mean, you've probably done the most interacting out of any of us with powerful entities.
Never pissed off a god before. I'm not sure exactly. There were some powerful Fey Lords that my mother interacted with them, and I've never really spoke directly to them. A lot of instances, I was more of a servant in that regard when I was a kid. I was around them a little bit, but nothing like a storm god. This is...
Yeah.
He's definitely not happy now that we both survived his little friend that he sent after us last night.
No, we're gonna have to figure something out, I think.
Why?
First priority, though, I think, is still your wife.
Thank you. Which means this time I guess we have to deal with the little green friend of ours.
Yes. And I think we might need to have a conversation.
So we had a conversation last night.
What was that?
I thought we had a conversation last night.
Well, with the larger group.
Why not? Cleric to cleric.
Conversation wouldn't get anything out of her.
Yeah,
I think we
She
have
said
what
she could take us somewhere. So we can either let her lead us on a fool's errand, or we could just take her back to the merchant marines.
Are you saying we don't even trust what she has to say?
Only there was a way to know if she was lying or
I think having Auxsonia talk to her is a good idea. She can compel her in ways that we absolutely can't, and frankly, I'm done compelling.
If you want to go at it. My thoughts is we take her to the Marines.
Yeah. I'll go talk to her. Is there anyone who wanted to be there before I go over there?
Come with.
Janus, okay.
Yeah, I'll come too.
Elyswen, okay.
Well, maybe I shouldn't come. Maybe I'm bad cop.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll stand off in the bushes.
I'm gonna look around for like a shovel.
Why?
Okay.
Are you gonna start digging graves for those?
Yes.
Oh, for the...
It's a 10.
I'll help you.
Hey, go ahead and make me a perception check with a...
Let me prepare my spells.
13.
Today.
With the +2 or without the +2?
With the +2.
Okay. You're able to find a spade.
Mm-hmm. And I'll start digging.
Where are you gonna be? Because we're gonna go over by Goblin.
Probably over here behind this house.
Ping again? Ooh. Okay, down. Before I stand up, I am going to scoop the ashes from this area, Zach.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not burying the pirates.
Where?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my
I'll just
goodness.
pile their bodies there.
And you know what's cool, Zach, is I'm going to put these ashes in my old dwarven fire ale flasks.
Okay.
From where fairies stood in my vision.
Okay.
And then I will go over with a heavy heart to this goblin cleric. Good morning. Oh, Janus, you should probably feed her. Do you have any food? We can't really.
Janus is actually making her a drink and food.
Great. Good idea.
And yeah, Janus is gonna bring that over.
Could I at least have my hands? What's left of them?
Do you have a mage hand, Janus? Do you do that? Do you have a...
I'll untie the hands.
No.
Yeah.
One hand. No, we shouldn't do this. She's a cleric.
I'll do the two hands.
No.
She's been through enough.
Wow. She's got manacles. Like...
Okay, we're gonna rip all of her other teeth out.
Hold on here. Stop.
I am giving an olive branch. I am giving her food and a
That's
drink.
too much.
It's fine. We'll just stop her if she fights us. It's fine.
Before I untie her, though, I go, I am sorry about yesterday. Obviously, circumstances dictate the fighting, the tying you up and such. At least I can do is give you some food and a drink.
Actually, the least you could have done was stop your friends from cutting off my fingers.
I
To be fair, friend.
Yeah, that we did not try to let that happen either.
Or pulling out my tooth.
That was me.
You guys
Okay.
aren't there. Yeah, I stopped that once I found out.
What do you want, a medal?
I just want to know more about what you know about this place, why you were here, if it seemed like it was already burned down. Did you burn the place or was it already burned?
I already told the other ones of your friends what I was willing to do. That's what I'm willing to do.
Which...
I untie the hands and give him the food or drink.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Jessica's against this, but Janus has done it, so I'm waiting for the shoe to drop.
If she does anything, I'm going to cast Deep Slumber on her.
Also, I do have her holy symbol.
Mm-hmm.
It's just for like components.
Okay. You untie her hands. She takes the food, drink. There's a moment of hesitation where she kind of looks at it, looks up at both of you, and then just starts eating it.
So what deity do you follow?
Why?
I'm currently in between deities at the moment. Figured I would ask.
You don't seem like you have the stomach for my deity.
Well, tell me about your deity and I'll make sure I avoid them then.
Judging from your little encounter last night, I'd say you're well acquainted with them already.
Stormlord, eh? Yeah, he's not really for me anymore.
No, some people are too weak.
I don't know. Didn't you see last night? I commanded the storm.
Looked to me like you commanded an elemental. Hardly a storm.
Maybe one day.
But probably not.
Oh, she's cheeky. So... you have an outpost somewhere else. Camp. With maybe some prisoners. Where at?
Looking towards Janus. Is she deaf?
Stubborn, but not deaf.
Is she stupid?
For the most part, no.
Hey,
Man, we're real.
Being honest.
when have I ever been stupid?
I believe I already
well, last
said.
night. Okay.
I believe I already told your friends I'd be willing to take you there. But I'm not just going to tell you where it is. You may be stupid, but I am not.
Casting Discern Lies. So
Okay.
you will take us to the place.
Is there a DC involved with that?
There is a will save. 19.
So ask your question again.
So yeah, you'll take us to the place where you hold your prisoners?
What I said.
You will.
Yes.
Do I discern any lies, Zach? Did she succeed? Her. Oh, we're not gonna know. Okay. All right. Well. Do you know Betonia?
He's my captain.
Yeah. What do you know about her?
You're asking me if I know her personally?
No, just like what she does. Like if she is a magic user. I guess she had a wand.
Why don't you untie my feet, and I can take you and your merry little friends to the hideout, where you can talk to her and ask her all the questions you want, while she has you tied up and is skinning you, inch by inch.
Oh, so she's gonna be there. All right. I'll let them know. Thank you for your cooperation. Janus, you got this, or do you want me to come back? I'll just... Hey, Elyswen! Elyswen.
My bow is out at a moment's notice. What?
Oh, just come over here. You can bring... Oh, you just freaking dash.
He's running.
I know. Oh, we're good. If you're ready to go, you can ask Alvyn if he's ready to go.
Are we taking...
She's gonna take us to the place, yeah.
Alright. I'll go get Alvyn.
Cool.
How much progress have I made?
Make a strength check.
Great.
Good at strength.
Just raw strength?
No, he's not.
Oh, you're not right. We had this conversation.
Can I make a survival check instead?
Nope.
Maybe you'll be good today. Maybe roll 20.
9.
Change its mind. No.
You dug one. And it's not terribly deep.
I'm not gonna waste much time with this.
They're ready to go.
Oh, we aren't gonna talk about this?
About... I mean, we can probably discuss.
Let's go back to the others. I need to ask them some questions.
Okay.
All right, you guys ready to leave? When they get there,
Where are we going? What do you mean, leave?
she's gonna take us to
What exactly all did she say?
that. I guess Betonia might be there, and it's gonna be their hideout.
Can we talk away from her for a sec?
Yeah, no problem. What's up? What's on your mind?
So if she's planning on taking us to their hideout,
Before everybody leaves, we're tying her back up, right?
Oh,
didn't talk about
everybody's
it.
coming? Oh, I thought...
Janus will stay over there.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna watch Janus.
That's probably best, yeah.
Just in the off chance that they try something.
okay, if she's planning on taking us to like the actual hideout, that's exactly where the merchant marines were going to go. If you don't recall, that's literally where they're going.
Would you? Well, no.
We could either waltz in there alone, all la-di-da, or we could take the whole damn ship and storm the place with a boatload full of marines.
So their hideout is in Craven's Cove.
Ah, that's a cove. We could take our ship there.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering if it's... I mean, they would have walked from there. Do you think it's near here? I was thinking that the cove was like way up in TL or something, not near here.
It's probably somewhere relatively near.
Huh.
And honestly, so is our ship. So we should get back there, let the merchant marines know what we found out.
We should do that. Actually.
Get them with us, because there's no way we can take an entire stronghold. We're what, 4 people?
Mm-hmm.
This is an entire stronghold of an entire ship's worth of pirates. 2 ships worth of pirates. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Elyswen, can you have your bird deliver a letter?
He doesn't. I mean, he could tell them.
Why don't we just take her back to the merchant marines, help them patch up whatever holes need left patching on the ship, and just sail until we get to Craven's Cove. And let the pirate hunters do the pirate hunter's job.
There is one downside to this.
What is it?
We still don't know where your wife is. And
Well, the best lead we have is that place. Even if we follow her, she's taking us to the same exact place. She's not going to tell us where she is. That base is our one lead.
Okay. All right. Let's do it. Let's head back to...
How would following her into the woods, and we don't even know if she's taking us to the right place, be a better shot of finding my wife than taking her to the ship and sailing?
I'm agreeing with you.
There's one thing.
I am agreeing with you.
There's one advantage to following her for some time at least.
And what's that?
It would be nice to do some reconnaissance work before we get there with an army.
I mean, we can still do
that. It doesn't do any good if we storm in and there are hundreds of tunnels leading out of the cove. And by the time we arrive...
The Marines would know how to deal with that.
Mm-hmm. Well, we could be part of that with the Marines at our back, rather than just walking into a place and then she just yells out, "Hey, intruders!" And then it's like, that's our whole plan.
We could also let the Marines know, figure out how close they are to actually getting back on their way. And if we have a few more days, scout without her, because it's probably it's a cove, it's on the coast. Mm-hmm. We can just kind of follow the coast.
Elyswen, can you send your bird to find the place? Our friends. Our merchant marines. Right? Because
I think so.
Okay.
We know they're west along the coast.
Do that first. That's most important right now, because we need to know which way we need to go.
Wait, we need to go west. They said they were landing west of us.
Cool. Elyswen has been unusually attached to Evise today.
Aww.
And so scratching him a little bit, and he just kind of tells him, like, "Hey, buddy, I'm gonna go find, the ship and let the captain know everything that we said and get back safe." And then she just kind of sends him out.
I would fly 500 miles in time.
Elyswen, are you doing all right?
What? Yeah. Sure, yes. I'm fine.
Sense motive.
I'm not even
I believe you still have discern lies on.
No, it doesn't. It lasts 7 rounds.
Oh. Wow, that doesn't last very long at all.
No, which is why I cast it right as I was making sure that question was being asked.
Seems weird that it only lasts rounds.
That's very strange.
24.
24?
How is Elyswen today?
He's pretty it hasn't been a great couple of days.
Oh.
But it's not like she's not despondent, but she's not thrilled either.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're waiting for Officer to get back and let us know exactly where the ship is. We should probably tell her to send back up. So
Did you say it has a fly speed of 60 feet, correct?
Let me...
I think that's kind of a standard.
That sounds accurate. I mean, he's just a normal crow. Except his intelligence is boosted.
It's just a normal crow.
As if a familiar
That's
could be
rude.
just normal.
Fine, he can talk, I guess. Most crows can't talk.
If you guys have got the prisoner under control, I'm going to go back and keep digging.
What are you digging for? We should just conserve our energy.
Actually, something I could maybe do.
I'm digging graves.
For who?
Yeah, come with me.
She'll go with. Alright. For who?
There are 10 burnt female gnomish bodies laid out.
Oh, really? Any of them Zach, can I see these bodies? What do they look like?
What are you looking for? Yes, you can see the bodies. They're not. Oh. I don't understand your question.
I don't either.
They look like the fully or partially charred remains of several gnomes.
I'm gonna find the wholest one and cast Speak with Dead on it.
Okay. Okay.
Without telling Alvyn beforehand what I'm doing.
Naturally.
Oh.
Because why would you?
Hey!
Hold on.
I'm gonna
Let
pull
me
up
find
the
the
spell.
spell
Yeah,
for
hang
it.
on a second. The last 10 minutes. I know the D&D version, or the 5e version, not the Pathfinder version, so I just need to...
Okay, you may ask 3 questions.
Asking to Alvyn, are we pretty sure that none of these are yours?
We don't know.
Great. Alright.
Spell will last 7 minutes, and you have 3 questions.
Cool.
And it takes 10 minutes to cast.
Oh, I see.
So
that
it's
now.
not just like a
Oh, okay, cool.
boom.
Cool.
What exactly are you doing?
I'm gonna speak to this creature. I'm summoning it from the dead. It will talk.
And how long do you get to talk to it?
Just like a few minutes. It'll only know
Is
what
there
it...
like any sort of limitation on that?
I mean, it can resist it if they want to.
Right, but like how many things can you get it to say?
It can only speak about what it knew in life. It cannot answer any questions that pertain to events that occurred after its death.
So wait, do you have to ask it questions, or can you just have a conversation with it?
I have to ask it questions. It's like a yes/no. Maybe my name is...
How many questions?
3.
Shouldn't we plan those out?
Probably. Still going.
Okay.
Answers are brief, cryptic, and repetitive, especially if the creature would have opposed me in life. They're not going to know me. They're going to be like, like answering to a stranger.
What questions?
Probably we kind of want to know what happened here, right? We kind of
Right, but if their answers are short and brief, we should keep it to yes or no.
Okay, well, we kind of want to know if maybe they knew your wife.
Right, so we can probably ask them
if they knew.
If they know if she is dead
If they
or
have
alive.
recently
Like
met.
if they saw her die.
If they
Well, if we ask them something about her, like, they'll probably let us know if they know her or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know you can't be casting a spell while holding conversation, right?
Let me start over.
Verbal and somatic components.
She's singing.
We really need to plan this out. Like, can you...
It's a small world after all. That's not.
There's about to be one more dead person to speak with.
Look, she's gonna stop again. How about you take the 10 minutes to think of a question? I'm gonna go ahead and start casting this.
Alright.
I wanna be a good man.
Meanwhile, Janus is just staring at a captive goblin, and Elyswen is staring at Janus, who is staring at a captive goblin, and the captive goblin is staring at Janus and staring at Elyswen, who is staring at Janus.
If need me, I refill her tea.
Okay. Okay. When you finish the spell, there's a moment of silence, as for 10 minutes you've been chanting and moving hands, and there's a moment of silence. And then the corpse that you have been chanting over sits bolt upright all of a sudden. Eyes wide open, and it turns and looks at you. One eye, the right side of the face, is ruined, and while the eye is open, there is nothing left in the socket. The other is staring milky towards you, but really you get the feeling that it's through you.
Hi, my name is Auxsonia.
Were there any survivors in the pirate raid?
And I'm going to ask you some questions. And I'm the only one that can ask you these questions.
I was telling you the questions.
Yes.
That you asked.
I am starting this off with a nice, brief conversation, whether or not they understand me or not. Just want to make sure that you understand that I'm your friend. I mean you no harm. And I know that it's been a day. So, I'll keep these brief. Now I will look at Alvyn.
You are, like, talking reassuringly like you would to a kid, but this is fully a person who's been dead for, like, a month.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Were there any survivors?
Actually, hold on. Is there a time limit? I think there is.
No, it's any amount of time. Any amount of time.
Hey,
but
right.
The body has to be mostly intact.
Okay.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Oh, are you ready now? Were there any survivors in the pirate raid?
Were there any survivors in the pirate raid on this town? They're gonna say no. They're not gonna know.
So much dead. Where's my son? I can't find him. I do not know. Find my son.
Was there a plan in case of an attack? Like, was there a place that people would go? This was your
third question?
Are you
Why can't we ask
you,
that?
Auxsonia,
I know.
you have to
I
ask the
have to
question.
be the one that asks the question. I know, but I'm making
Yes.
sure I'm not asking a question when I'm talking to Alvyn in case it counts. So I'm saying, third question?
We'll base it off of the last question. We'll base it off the answer.
Say it again. Say it again.
Was there a plan in case of attack, and is there a place... Sorry. Was there a plan or place in case of attack that people would go somewhere? Make it all one question.
I'm just going to make it place. Was there a place where people were going
To get away.
to get away from the attack on this town?
Garrison wasn't finished yet.
What was that? I'm not
The
asking
garrison the garrison wasn't finished yet. So many ran through the forest. So many cut down. Have you seen my son? I can't find him anywhere.
I think I know what question asked next.
What was that, Jess?
I think I know what question to ask next.
Go for it.
Was there a gnome woman named Katharina that was here in this village? Might not use the last name, just go by the first name.
Katharina. She led the town. Do you think my son is with her?
Yes. Yes, I do.
After 7 minutes, the corpse abruptly just flops back down to the ground.
That's great news. And
Incredibly depressing at the same time.
So, I mean, what do we think that boils down to?
Elyswen, where'd you come from?
Oh, sorry, I fade into the background sometimes. I'm quite quiet. I mean, it seems to suggest that they might be out in the wilderness somewhere. It suggests that they might be in captivity. It
also suggests that she doesn't exactly know where Katharina is, but that she at least assumes that Katharina is still alive.
I want to say it bodes well or it bodes poorly, but really it bodes both ways so much that it doesn't bode at all.
We know that she was here. We know that she was here a month ago. and that she was leading people into the forest. So,
Something.
that's good news. We're in the right area.
Yes.
We found
Perhaps we. Now maybe.
I still think our best bet is that cove.
I agree. We continue our course of action until we followed it to its conclusion, and we see where we get from there.
How long do you think it'll take Odyssey to get back?
I have no idea.
It's been over 10 minutes.
It's probably going to be longer than that.
I've had some
So I have
experience
some idea.
with birds flying long distances, and it would take longer than that, trust me. Or at least conversations about birds flying long distances.
It could be, I mean, for all we know, it could be, 1.25 million feet away.
That sounds like a strange tale that only elves know about.
There's a legend.
There is a legend.
Did you get the prisoner tied back up?
Is that the question for Janus?
No, it was a question for Elyswen.
Because you're with us, not with them. We're chilling
the
over
plan
by
is
the
over.
graves.
We're over by the graves.
Oh.
That's why I was like, whoa,
That's why
where'd
we
you
were
come
like,
from?
oh, where'd you come from?
I did not have the map in front of me.
It's okay.
Janus, what color is your hair today?
We should go back and check on
Good
Janus.
question.
Ooh. Oh, she's gonna insult it. I was like, why would you ask that question?
It's actually like a steel gray.
Oh.
Cool.
Hmm.
That's
Neat.
cool.
I approve.
That's probably like the first time you've had an actual convention.
Mhm.
No, that's
Conventional.
I think it was red one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like a
Yeah.
burnt, like non-natural red.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Definitely was
okay.
not a natural red. All right, I like this one.
As I walk back, is the prisoner tied back up?
He still has
No,
a
I haven't got
hamstring.
him back up yet.
What are we doing?
We're gonna keep digging.
I just went back to check on Janus.
Make
I
a
don't
strength
trust this
check,
spell.
Ox.
That's about right.
I'm going to go back and help Box after. I just wanted to make sure that the prisoner is not going to.
She has literally shoveled
It's a two. Not a much.
2 spadefuls of dirt. That is it.
Alright. Before I go back to help Box shovel, I do want to make sure that the prisoner is anything.
Okay.
I will touch Alvyn and cast Bull Strength.
Thank you.
Since you're digging graves, this might help.
Alright. Well, just make sure you get her tied up.
I'll keep an eye on her.
Alright.
Auxsonia,
Strength check from Alvyn, and a survival check from Janus.
Ooh, survival.
16.
I'm forever afraid of
I've put no skill points into that so far.
16 strength.
Nice.
8.
Elyswen, you're probably
Janus, you tie a knot.
No, hold on.
I'm not tying him up back yet.
Oh, yeah. When you do, you tie a knot.
Mm-hmm.
Alvyn, I'd say over the course of about 20 more minutes, no, 30 more minutes, you'll be able to finish digging 9 more graves. Still shallow,
Mm-hmm.
but graves.
Critical is a grave, so.
While you're digging, it reminds Auxsonia of a grave that she dug. And she will talk to Alvyn. Last night when it was, I don't know if you were awake or not at this moment, but there was a moment where it was definitely going to kill me 100%. And I saw a glow, and I felt a hand.
I wasn't awake for that.
I felt a hand on my shoulder, and I saw Farius walk by me, and with his sword, he blocked it and saved my life.
What does that mean?
It means a lot of things. One, it's really cool because I was definitely gonna die, and I couldn't save him before, and he saved me the way that I would have wanted to save him. I think also he must be with some type of deity, and whoever that is, I want in, because that's what I want. I don't even care.
That's fair enough.
I don't even care if they're malicious. Nope.
I'm glad you got some closure.
Oh, it's not closure. This is just beginning. Are you kidding me?
It's still closure, even if it's not full closure.
What do you mean? Oh, that he's in a good place?
Alright. Knowing where someone is, no matter where they are, that's closure.
I write him letters.
I'm familiar with that.
And I really like what Madrine said. I'm a Lifesworn now. And I think I like that title more than Tempest.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go get your wife.
Have fun storming the
It suits
castle.
you.
Think it'll work?
Oh, thanks.
I just need to figure out more about whatever the hell this cat is.
I mean, if it hurt you, it kind of sounds like it's not a really good thing.
It didn't really hurt me, it just kind of
Scratched you.
marked me.
Oh. That's weird. I mean, I guess cats do that when they like. I don't know.
I'd like you
cats.
to tell me about a cat that hasn't scratched someone ever in its life.
We could ask Janus and Elyswen, maybe they know.
Well, he mentioned it during when we were talking to him, they didn't seem to.
I'm gonna go back to the group. Have fun with.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay these people in the graves and then cover them over.
Okay.
I don't even know who to pray to, so good luck. Cleric leaves the graves, not knowing what to do. Ready?
Are we taking off then?
Think so?
Do we know where we are taking off to?
West?
We decide?
West?
That would be up to her, I guess.
No,
That
we're
might
going
not
west.
be the case. West is to...
Aye, I thought that's what we agreed on.
Are we having this conversation in front of the goblin?
I'm in front of the
Group
goblin.
meeting.
Because I'm keeping my distance.
West.
One of our friends. A bird, actually.
Not just any bird.
It's true. Do you want me to do a bluff?
You're not lying, son.
Okay. Great, I'm gonna undo your feet now.
Elyswen will walk a healthy distance away.
I'm going to, like, since just because the ropes have been tied and untied so many times, I'm going to do a once over of.
Hey, not tie is my thing. Excuse me, I spent all day on one ship. I spent
You
one
can look
day.
at you can look at the rope as well, but let's just make sure that she's secure.
I think she's fine. I mean, who tied it? I tied it. Wait.
Can I inspect it?
It got untied. I want to retie it.
Make it survival check.
I understand that there's a degree of this that might be considered meta, but also Alvyn is paranoid enough to where I think this is justified. But if you don't want me to do this, it's fine.
I spent my day learning how to tie knots, so I actually prepared for this.
15 on perception. All the knots seem to be good, with the exception of the knots tied around her hands. Could be better. You shore those up a bit.
Okay.
I'm just preparing my spells for the day.
Okay, so far you've been here for 40 minutes since Avise left. Give or take.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you are doing before leaving? Or are you waiting for Avise to get back?
Did we even inspect all these houses? I'm gonna go inspect
I'd
all of these
prefer
houses. I'm off. So I haven't done this. Shoot. Shoot. Shoot.
Perception check. Just running.
Mm-hmm. I haven't done this. 26.
Okay. Looking through the houses, they're pretty. It looks like there's furniture in the ones that had been built. There's common items like pots. There's pans. Just the articles of a home. There's nothing terribly valuable. Everything seems fairly practical. No decorations beyond maybe small dead flowers on a table, or dead dried flowers on a table, something like that. The houses that are not finished, mostly filled with the remains of tools, fairly badly rusted, because they've been left out in the elements for some time.
Mm-hmm.
There's really not a whole lot beyond just those things.
During this time, Janus would like to do his nature ritual, since he has to do that.
Right.
Yep. I know we've been in cities and on ships and stuff all the time, so I almost never get to do this. So yeah, while keeping an eye on the prisoner, I'm just going to do this next to them.
I mean, Elyswen has not really taken her eyes off of the prisoner, so if you want to do your thing, She'll be watching from a distance.
Right here is fine.
So that takes an hour, correct?
15 minutes.
15 minutes, okay. And Ox, did you say you were preparing? No, you already prepared spells.
I am, well, yeah, I literally am in real life preparing them.
Gotcha.
I could have prepared sending. Oh, could have saved so much time. We could still do that.
Janus finishes his little his ritual.
No freaking way. I know dismissal now. That would have helped last night. One extra planar creature. This forces an extra planar creature back to its proper plane. If it fails, it will save. Good to know. I have so many cool spells. I'm gonna have a moment over here by this tree, freaking out. Oh my gosh. I've been looking forward to this spell.
Are you guys doing anything else as Ox is fangirling to herself because she doesn't actually have a spell book to read?
Yeah, I'm just gonna clean up after breakfast, get all the stuff put away. Yeah.
Alvyn,
Is anyone
well,
who's closest to Tessa?
definitely Alvyn.
I'm staying right next to her.
I'm leaned up against this house, like, kind of just watching her.
Okay. To you, Janus. What's to the west, really?
She asking me this?
Yep.
I think a bird? It's a hawk, a little friend of ours, but that's... I think it. I've been keeping an eye on you this whole time, so I'm not really certain.
A bird. That's all.
Yeah.
That would be a lie. I'm gonna need a bluff check.
Janus might not know it's a lie, actually.
No, he knows.
No, he knows that the ship was landing to the west.
Okay.
Natural 20 for 29.
Oh.
He's a sneaky this whole time.
Wait a minute.
Her thing might be higher.
Why are you so good at lying?
Did you dump everything into that? You charismatic.
No. My character is a charismatic sorcerer.
Yeah, that's
who's like fey-blooded and everything, so it's just because of the way he's built as a charismatic sorcerer, I just get bonuses to it. I've done
that.
Let's see.
Funny because plot-wise, you should be the worst person at lying.
One could argue that contracts are just a
I have 2 ranks in bluff.
Wow. You're the
Damn.
face.
That is
party.
it.
Yeah, it pays to be a charisma-based caster.
It does.
She mutters something under her breath.
Can't read him.
I will say, while we're waiting here for Evsy, Alvyn has kind of pulled out a small folded piece of parchment. He's just kind of like staring at it.
What you doing?
What's that?
Here, I'll hand it over to you.
I'll read it.
It is not something to read.
Huh?
It is not something to read.
It's a picture?
It is a small, like, personal-sized portrait.
Is it that one picture? That you had forever
It's like I'm finding it. Hold on. It is in chat.
Oh. It's very nice.
I had that done a few months after we were married.
Does she have one too?
Somewhere.
Wait, you're not sure if she's still... What's the relationship status between you two?
Complicated.
Right. Does she like you?
I hope so.
Okay, has she told you that she likes you recently? Like, the last time you saw each other? Like, did you leave on that good terms?
Last time we saw each other was about 20 years ago.
I forget what terms you left on.
My condition was declining. I wasn't, strictly speaking, safe to be around. And she was scared, so I left.
So when you see her again and she asks you if your condition's gone away, you're gonna say no. So what's gonna happen then?
I have no idea.
Do you have better control of it?
My condition back then, I had like one episode, killed one person who might have killed us, I might add, but that's aside from the point. And then a few nightmares, and then that's when I left.
Okay, but now
And then I went 20 years without it.
Seems like we were fighting yesterday, these people.
It's definitely gotten a lot worse.
Well, is it something that you welcome now?
I don't really know if welcome's the right word for it, but it's something that I use.
Because yesterday when we fought and we were gonna fight, you like got ready as if you were like excited.
It's very useful.
Yeah, so I was just wondering if maybe now you accept it.
I do, I think. But I don't know what that says about me.
sounds like you broke a chain and you're accepting this part of you.
But I still can't control myself when I'm there.
No, but I can help that with calm emotions.
That doesn't prevent me from getting in it. We've had that conversation before.
Well, you don't harm your friends when you're in it. You only harm those that are...
You say that, and yet we tried a little experiment on the first ship we were on. And then, also, I think I tackled you in one of the arenas.
Oh, that was when I punched you.
Right, and then also, like on the ship. When we were trying to figure out what exactly that triggered it. Elyswen hit me in the back of the head and I almost bit her neck out.
Again, we fought you and triggered it. It's not like we're in the middle of a fight and all of a sudden you turn on one of us.
Right, but like what happens when one of you accidentally startles me and then...
I'm just saying I don't think your wife is gonna hurt you and trigger it.
I'm not purposefully, no. The fact of the matter is I still can't control it all the time. Just because I can enter it willingly doesn't mean I can choose not to enter it.
Maybe she's become a cleric herself, and she can calm your emotions equally. She's been doing stuff while you've been gone. Maybe she's been trying to figure out how to help you. Anyway, we should go. Where's this bird?
I'm pretty sure it's west.
How long do we wait? Elyswen, how long is it too long before we just have a funeral for your bird?
Wait, what? What are you talking about? Is this something I don't know?
Look, if it's not coming back in like an hour, I might just,
Can't it meet us on the way? Can't we start walking towards it, meet it halfway?
Hang on a second. Goblin, I'm gonna help you up. Hessa. Sorry, not Goblin. Hessa, gonna help you up. Okay, I'm gonna undo your feet.
Why don't we just carry her?
No, she can walk. Hey, okay, which way?
Wait, what are you doing?
West.
For what? Hessa, what?
Apparently west.
Apparently, that's not the way that... Which way are... We're just trying to find...
You all seem to know where you want to go.
Guys. We should follow Hessa.
Well, here, give me just a second. Before we run off, call Avize, like leave him for dead, and abandon all of our loved ones in the forest. Let me see here. So with the empathic link, I mean, like...
Isn't it only like 100 feet or something?
I think it's a mile.
Oh,
It's a mile, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Avice is outside of that mile and was fairly quickly.
Oh, that's not great. But we can kind of use it to locate each other, right?
Yeah, within a mile.
Which isn't great, but it's something. I mean...
How far can we walk in one day, Zach? Like, how far is a normal walk? Because if this bird
without doing any math, I'd like to say typically...
Like 13 miles or something?
No. Typically on
more than that.
Flat ground, like 20 to 25 miles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we do have... I'm assuming Alvyn is going to slow us down a little bit.
Short legs. Oh, he's got a feat or something that makes him
Racist
I'm a
much?
barbarian.
Oh, that's right. You're a barbarian. You got
He
the.
can beat it up.
What
You can
what
walk the
learned
walk
was
and
That's why
talk
I
the talk.
suggested we carry the goblin, though.
Overland movement. Let's see here.
I'm just wondering if we can figure out intelligently if Avise has been gone far too long that we wouldn't even be able to walk that far in a day. You know?
So
People can
more
walk
reason
4 miles
to
in a day.
start.
you're 30. So your 30-foot movement speed, so walking, not running, is about 3.5 miles an hour.
Yeah, we
So
can
you
walk.
figure you walk 8 hours,
Mm-hmm.
and you've gone
24-ish,
yeah,
30 miles a day.
Yeah.
Within.
assuming you can keep a constant pace.
Mm-hmm.
On page 172, it says 24. So
Perfect. Look at that.
there's a whole table for it.
Look at that.
If you want to roll with something different, that's completely.
Nope, 24 seems
So how
good
far,
to me.
How fast did your bird leave your 1 mile connection?
Amze was hauling. It would have taken him. It would have taken him about 2 minutes.
Oh. And it's been 40 minutes?
Yep.
So that's at least 20 miles.
That's a long way for a bird to be gone.
Well, the question is, did he tell them and he's coming back with them?
What did you tell your bird to do?
I didn't give him incredibly specific directions. Maybe we should go to the coast and see where.
Let's just go.
Well, let's check. We could see.
Here's what I'm suggesting.
Group meeting. Over here.
Someone stay and watch the prisoner.
Over here. Sorry, Janus. You cool with staying for just a second?
Yeah, I can watch the prisoner for a bit.
Okay. Hessa. Her name is Hessa. Okay. So, I think we should have Hessa lead us, like, just a few feet in whatever direction she thinks that her camp is in. And then be like, never mind. You know. So that we know.
Well, based on her attitude, it kind of seems a little bit late for that.
Okay, well, I was just wondering. Before we just announce that we're going to where we're going to.
Well, the surprise may have been that may have been given up already.
It's a good thing we're not good at this. Alright, I'll go back. Let's go back.
Wait, before we do that, can we talk about what to do right now?
Yeah.
I can go to the coast and see if I can see the ship coming. Because they won't be coming on the coast, correct?
I could just cast Sending. I haven't prepared my last 3rd level slot. Oh, is that a 4th level? Oh, frick, it's a 4th level. Never mind.
Don't bother. Let me see if I can see the ship on the horizon first. Because Alvyn, they'd be bringing the ship, wouldn't they?
They'd be bringing the ship by, but it would be a few days. It's only been like one.
What did you
Maybe
tell
we should go then.
What did you tell your bird to say? Or do? Exactly.
I told him to tell them what we had discussed, that there was a ship, or that there was a camp at the cove, that's where the pirates were, that we were heading there.
That's it?
Well, we're not, though.
We were at the time.
We need to get to that ship ASAP. So here's what I'm suggesting. If we start walking there, okay, so there's a chance, like you said, that LSA just stays with them. And in that case, we need to get there to get to Avize. On the chance that Avize does decide to fly back, I would say we'll probably be flying back east along the same route it went. So if we're heading there, going west, once it gets within, like, close enough, like, it should know where you are and just can fly down to you, right?
Not quite.
I mean, it's a bird that has pretty good eyesight.
Close.
It would see you and recognize you, right?
Only if we were somewhere that wasn't within
Well, we'd be
3
following the coast.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, we know we'd be following the coast because we have to find the ship.
No,
The ship wouldn't be on land.
I think that could work. It's not perfect, but it's not. It's probably the best we have.
Well, I mean, that's literally what the captain told us to do, is to just walk along the coast to the west to find them.
No, I know. I mean, I'm not saying that's the part of the plan that's not good. It's the part of the plan where I never adequately explained how to find us.
Right,
That
but that
part-
doesn't help us even if we stay here.
So exactly. No, I think you've got. Well, he would know where to come back, but besides that, I think you have the right idea. I think that's the best we can do, and for all situations.
Alright, so are we good to go then?
Yep.
We won't lose your bird.
Janus, go back to the group. I'm gonna sit here for just a moment. Go.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought Elyswen and I was gonna start walking back as well.
Because you're out of the loop right now.
Okay, just keep an eye on the prisoner, okay?
That is the job. And her name is Hessa.
Janus is very suspicious right now. But I will trust you. All right.
So let's make a run for it.
Hey, kid. Judge, I care.
Yeah.
We're thinking we're gonna head west and try to get to our destination. And obviously will meet us along the way if he's heading back and if he's not, because of unclear instructions, so we'll just find him there. We'll follow the coast to the west.
All right.
Does that work with you?
Sounds good to me.
Any objections?
No, I think it's
Concerns? Criticisms?
none that are relevant to the situation.
Criticisms in general.
What criticisms do you have?
Can we not torture anymore, please?
I'm
gonna put my foot down on that one.
For that. Yeah, that's totally
I'm okay with
fine.
it as well.
It got a little bit away from us, I think.
All right then.
I was kind of.
Um,
I wasn't in a very healthy mindset.
what was that?
I wasn't in a very healthy mindset. Considering he just gestures around all the buildings.
I should probably get going then.
Let's.
Don't want to lose too much of the sunlight.
Alright, Ox, come on. I hate this.
What?
This is not good.
Yeah. I did start walking back over there, so...
Yeah. You, as you're heading over there, you see Ox talking to, kind of leaning down to Hessa. And then there's a fog suddenly appears and billows, filling the area.
I'm running around, like, perimeter. Start going to the left of it.
Okay.
And
I'll run straight through.
Watching.
I'm going to run the opposite direction as Alvyn.
I'm positioning myself where I can see, like, half of it.
Should be 20.
Hammer's drawn, by the way.
Relative to us right now, where is the ocean?
Would be...
It would be northeast, right?
Nope.
Like on the map, like top right.
Oh, no. But relative to this map you guys are on, it would be back that way.
Hold on.
Oh.
Show me again, Zach.
It's on the map.
Okay, there we go. What's our cardinal direction?
North is up.
What? You know what I just learned? The whole time I've been playing Wizards, and everybody else I know, apparently your familiar gives you the alertness feat whenever they're within arm's reach, which is a +2 to sense motive checks.
Oh.
Just all the time.
Dang.
Um, okay. So Hessa does get a surprise round. Elyswen and Alvyn, can you give me perception?
I believe that is a...
Oh.
Big crit.
26.
You saw mine, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alvyn, you don't see anything.
Shocker.
Hear anything?
Yeah.
In fact, like as you're running, a bug kind of gets in your eye, and Elyswen, you can see movement in the forest, but it's moving rapidly away. Just like due north.
I'm gonna start running after her.
Okay.
So when you said due north, like the cardinal direction north right now is to the left, right?
No.
Or is it up?
But isn't the ocean north?
No. The ocean is to your west.
Okay, cool.
okay.
All right. She's up.
I
how
said
far-
the ocean. Said the ocean is back this way.
And I was just thinking about like the continent map and like where we landed.
Yeah.
Must be like an outcropping area.
There's whatever it is.
Oh, I kind of see. Okay.
So does this look like something I could? How far away? Is there like a target, or is it?
Well, there's a lot of trees in the way, so it would be extremely difficult to make that shot. But you'd guess probably close to 100 feet.
But if someone perhaps had the ability to send a missile of magical force after someone,
That would probably hit.
what was that? What'd you say?
I said that would probably 100% hit.
Okay.
Let me know when it's my turn.
It's your turn.
I'm going to, as I'm running, cast, grab a forked twig and cast locate object on her manacles. And keep running.
Okay.
Because those are on her pretty tight. With her manacles. Do you want to know how far my range is on that?
I'm looking at the spell. What would you like to do, Janus?
Is anybody calling out where she's going, or is everybody just silent?
I was gonna ask.
Follow me!
I can't see a damn thing.
Follow me! Running. Oh.
Wrong way.
Quickly reading a rule.
How are you moving that far?
Sorry.
I mean, yeah. Even if, yeah,
If this is open through there.
it is. But that's still too far.
Let me just double check the casting time on the spell. Cool. Standard action. Yeah, I'm gonna go through the mist. Take a movement following the sound of ox.
Follow me!
You get right to the edge.
While I'm in the mist, I'm going to cast this spell.
Ah, yes, this spell.
Yeah, new spells.
What spell are you casting?
Oh, I sent it to you and I whispered in chat.
Gotcha. I see it. I see it now. Okay.
Yep. And that's my full turn.
Okay. All right. You, Elyswen and Ox and Alvyn, will see another cloud of fog appear in the forest.
She's leaving a trail.
And Alvyn, it's your turn.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna start booking it, and I'm gonna call out. Anyone see where she's going? You're in a building.
North!
Alright, and I am just booking it north. Both things as a move action. Just going as far as I can. I can't, go off the map, but, I would be.
Okay, Elyswen.
I'm good.
Okay. Ox.
Go ahead and keep my spell up and use my full everything to get towards wherever the forked twig is pointing me. If it's my every full movement, whatever quadruple.
Yeah.
I do that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. It is still pulling you to Janus.
I'm going to run out of the mist and go for a full sprint.
Okay, Ox and Alvyn, you see a wolf run past both of you.
Oh,
Elyswen, you see a wolf burst out of the back of the building.
beast shape.
Yep.
Oh.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
So cool.
That's
I
amazing.
believe your base movement speed is what, 40?
30. I keep with beast shape.
You keep
take
the
on
beast.
the form, but basically everything remains the same. I get scent ability, a couple other small bonuses, but it's just beast shape 1, so I don't get too much. But I get the scent, which is the important thing.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna full sprint. That'd be 130 times 5, 150.
Times 5.
Yeah, 150 feet.
Oh, because you have the
I got run.
fleet feet.
Oh.
Or run, that's what it is.
Yeah, run feet.
Okay. I think this is a pretty foregone conclusion. You have sense and locate objects. She can't get away. Because she's a goblin and only has a movement speed of 20 feet. So you guys will eventually catch up to her again. He's out of breath. And I would probably say, well, yeah. Yeah, you guys eventually catch up to her.
Hi, Hessa.
Just kill me. Just get it over with.
Is she like? What happened to the rope?
The rope?
Yeah, we had to.
You see that she doesn't have any rope on her feet or on her hands.
Mm-hmm.
But she is manacled, isn't she?
She was, but you had to, you tied her arms to her body. You would have needed to have freed those to let her eat. And then you retied those.
Oh, okay. Because I did locate object on the manacles, but it would have been whatever would have been on. Hessa.
Just do it on her pants. She's gonna have those.
Do you really see no way that you would change your ways? You would rather die?
Change my ways? You've already said you're going to kill me. One way or the other.
Never mind.
You've already turned me into this. You've already pulled out one of my teeth. You've already cut.
Never mind. Come on, let's walk. We're gonna go this way. We're going west.
What is to the west?
I told you, a bird.
A bird.
Elyswen, let us know when you feel your bird.
I don't believe you.
We're gonna go towards the west with her. I'll walk with her.
He's going to resist.
I will command you.
I'm running back and grabbing whatever rope was shed. And a couple long wooden planks.
Essa. What do you want? Obviously, we can't turn you back into your other form, but what else do you want?
To go.
Janus, you know we're not gonna do that.
What else are we going to do with her?
Take her to the Merchant Marines. They have a system.
You are going to kill me.
We can turn you in.
And then I'll die.
Maybe.
I will die.
Great. And then you will die for your sins.
What? And would you be willing to show us where the other pirates are in exchange for your freedom?
Backstab them?
She already made that deal.
How many times do I have to tell you?
And she said she'd do that.
That's already what she said she'd do.
Yes, but like, obviously we're not having the best relationship right now.
You think?
All right.
Let me rephrase that. You don't think. That's not a question, it's a statement.
Perhaps not in the same ways as you. Let's make a deal. Actually?
Janus, no.
Oh.
No.
How come?
Mudrin.
I know.
One,
but if we can...
One act of good only for selfish reasons is no reason to let someone go. She would make any deal to go.
Yes, but if the costs do not outweigh the benefits are greater than the costs, it'd be in our best interest. If we can get information on where those pirates are, get what we can.
What?
Can I make it back to them?
Yeah.
Yes, we hand her over to the merchant marines, but we just hand one person over to them. That doesn't aid us in anything we do.
Yeah, but, I'm sure that whoever we meet, they might have some form of maybe interrogating that's way better than our systems. Okay? We're not judge and executioners here. We just deliver. We are not crossing that line.
The mercenaries have their own systems of trials.
Yep. We should let them handle it.
I disagree. Letting them handle this won't gain us anything.
Well,
Here's the thing. If we let her go, what's to stop her from running back and then warning everyone that we're coming? By taking her with us, we're gaining the fact that she's not warning them.
No, I'm saying we take her with us. We're not letting her go just yet. But once this matter is clear and settled, we let her go then.
I think we should make a deal with the merchant marines then. I think you should plead your case to them.
They're not going to have the information we want.
They might be able to...
What information are you trying to get?
Exactly where the pirates are. Hessa, if we make a deal with Hessa, she'll show us where they are right now.
At what cost?
Okay, I'm going to take Janus aside real quick. Privately.
Mm-hmm.
The merchant marines know where Batonia is. This is where she was going to lead us. And if we take her alive and we go to the cove and they're not there, then we could, the merchant marines could then further ask Hessa. But right now, it's probably best that we get to the merchant marines as soon as possible so that we can get to the pirates as soon as possible. Because Alvern's right. If we go in there just us, we're not going to be able to handle all of them, because there will be a lot. But if we have the merchant marines on our side, then we can handle it. They're going to be a lot. Not just 4, but like 20 maybe.
Understand that. All right. We'll do it this way.
Let's take her west.
Alright, well, since that's settled,
Right.
You see Alvyn is holding the coil of rope that was dropped when her escape was staged.
Mm-hmm.
And
you froze,
a couple
Noah.
of planks of wood. Oh no.
Noah, you froze. No.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can hear you. Just
And try again. Yeah, just come back in. There you go. Nice.
there we go.
Okay. So yeah, he has the rope that was shed and also a couple planks of wood.
Okay.
And he's going to tie her to those planks of wood so that we can just drag her along with us.
I'll carry her.
Or carry, but
Yeah.
that way she can't be constantly pulling against us and slowing us down.
You want some help with that rope tying? Because I'm super good at it.
I'd love some help.
I'm really, really good at this.
Are you helping or are you tying them? Who's tying it?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at tying knots?
It doesn't matter. I was the one who spent all day tying ropes, so it should be.
All right, I'll help you. I'll help you.
You help me. Great. That's 15 plus whatever help.
Plus 2, so 17.
17.
Okay.
I do have
She is
trust
tied
on
to a
RNG,
plank.
so
Ox trusts her not tying skills, and she will always think that she's the best tier. Regardless of everybody else's skills at this point. Because gosh dang it, I needed something to do with my downtime, and I came up with that.
Alright, well, let's head west then. We have a bird to find.
Let's go find this bird. We go west. I'm carrying.
You start heading.
Like one side, helping.
Yeah. She's not terribly heavy.
Can't find the bird.
After about 30 minutes of walking, Elyswen, you sense Avise.
Ooh, okay. I will
have a private conversation with your bird.
Well, there's no private conversation really.
Okay.
You know, like I don't know. There's no way to have a private conversation on the beach with everybody watching.
I mean, you could go back like 50 feet and talk with your bird while we're hanging out here with Hessa.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Huh, okay. Now for the signal that we never established. I guess I'll just Avise. Where are you?
Yeah, basically as soon as he's within that range, you actually sense he kind of changes course and he's now going towards you. In the manner of 2 minutes after sensing him, you see him in the sky and he just glides down to you. Lands on your shoulder or outstretched arm, whichever you.
Yeah, I'm petting this bird. I am talking to him. How was it? Where were you? Was everyone nice to you? Did they treat you well? Did they feed you?
He has a rolled up piece of paper in his beak.
Oh, they know you can talk, right? And I'll pull the piece of paper out.
I'm imagining this bird just kind of raising its wings slightly to mimic
a little shrug.
a human shrug. Yeah.
A shrug. What does the paper say?
In neat handwriting, on this piece of paper says, I'm not sure how well this bird can remember long messages. If you're trying to make it back to the ship, head up the coast, roughly 20 miles from Niven.
Well, they don't think you can remember things, Avise.
He's the strong silent type, apparently.
Oh yeah, I guess I talk for him usually, don't I? Yeah, I'll keep preening over my bird. But yeah, I'll just kind of gesture mostly in the direction we're going. It's according to this, they're 20 miles from where they left us. So
we can make that in a day.
It shouldn't be too terribly much longer.
That's good.
Well, let's keep going.
Alright.
Making your way down the beach, walking fast because you're ship bound. Super soup. Oh, okay. Okay, it's gonna take you pretty much all of the day, the whole rest of the day, until night starts to fall. But eventually, you come around a point of the coast into this kind of cove, and you see, as you come around the point, you see the Kraken is anchored in the cove, and you see some longboats some rowboats have been pulled up onto the shore, and you can see some figures. Looks like they're cut. They have a tree cut down that it looks like some of them are going over with tools, some crates and things like that on the beach. A fire.
It's sunset now. The sun is down.
Yeah.
It was all.
Yeah. Yes. And you have arrived back.
Gently setting down Hessa. Rubbing my shoulders. Ow.
I'm just gonna keep dragging.
Well, when we're at the camp, like that's where, like.
Yeah, you guys get to the camp. As you're approaching, there's, basically once you turn the point, there's a bit of a hustle bustle, and a couple of the sailors are walking down the beach towards you. Looks like carrying swords, not like charging, but they have swords in their rear. And then
Don't worry, it's us.
As they get closer, oh, looks like you found something.
Member of the crew of the Dread.
Well, wait.
What you looking for? What you need?
Is a note that is good. Lieutenant Veltreader is on the beach. Probably talk to him.
Thank you. Sorry if we gave you a fright.
Sorry for what?
Sorry if we gave you a fright. Coming unannounced on the beach in the dark like this.
No worries. You're a sight better than what we thought we might find, so that's a relief. Need help with that? Pointing at the goblin tied to a plank.
Yes, my shoulders.
Two of them will take Hessa.
Oh, I feel so much better.
Yeah. Walking all the way to the camp, you see near where, as you now can see, a tree that has been cut and is being shaped as a mast. And you can see like discarded branches and everything. It's a very tall tree. You see Lieutenant Orland Veiltreader, the dwarf, who is also the armorer for the ship. They're back soon. Thought for sure we'd have to pick you up.
turns out the town is burnt down to nothing. And, well, there aren't any living souls there.
That's a shame to hear. But seems like you found someone.
That is true. This is Hessa, member of the crew of the Dread.
Used to be human, died, got restored.
It's complicated.
To a goblin form.
It's really complicated.
She's a cleric. She knows how to cast spells. Be wary. She's...
I don't really need to know all this. You can tell the captain. He'll want to know.
Great. Where is he?
On the ship.
Okay. Should we go? Now?
Yeah. Probably.
We did learn that Niven, that town, was raided by the Dread. And so right now, finding them is our best lead at continuing our business. So
I'm going up to Janus.
Yes.
Janus, I think I figured out a spell that is going to make
Okay.
it so that you love the ocean. I've tried water walk, water breathing, we've gone fishing, you've gone fishing, we've been on the water. I feel like I've unlocked another one. This is the one.
What is it?
This is the one.
What is
This is
it?
the one.
What is it?
Okay.
Elyswen.
deep
Oh, no.
slumber.
Deep slumber tossed me in the ocean.
Okay.
It's just suggestion.
Morphine.
Putting out my hands like this, and then, like, blowing the air towards you. A spell has now been cast on Janus. And then Aux will also do the same to herself. And
This is...
Aux starts walking up in the air.
Okay, this I can do. I will join.
Let's go. You can airwalk.
Okay, yeah, this I can definitely do.
Seems simple with you four.
Let's go over
And
the ocean.
Orland's just gonna go back to working on the mast.
Mm-hmm.
And we...
I'll be down to help you after we meet with the captain.
We're gonna walk to the ship.
Oh, let's
Bye,
see what the
guys.
captain has to say about that.
We're walking to the ship.
Assuming all things. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing a moonwalk. How can I do the moonwalk better with my fingers than with my actual feet?
That was actually pretty good.
That was
Not gonna
That
lie.
was really good.
That was pretty impressive.
Alright. Janus,
Hey,
we can do this for 70 minutes.
Okay, good long while then.
Mhm.
Go out for a nice stroll.
Over the
Yeah.
ocean, seeing how vast it is without being close, yet we're still there.
Perfect.
This I
Now
like.
I can do air encounters. Let me
No.
get my encounter dice.
Oh,
It's not concentration.
Janus, have you ever heard of a rock?
I just threw one at my players 2 weeks ago.
I'm kicking ass.
I mean, that drake could fly.
No.
Yeah.
Sea drake.
That rock
We're not
could eat
bringing
that
this up.
drake.
Look at the
Mhm.
stars, look at the ocean far below us, or as close as we want to be. If you're afraid of heights, but yeah, this is nice.
Okay. Elyswen and
This
Alvyn
is nice.
Elyswen and Alton and Hessa tied to a plank and a pair of crew members in a rowboat will follow after you, you two. You two get to the ship. Are you just going straight to the ship, or are you enjoying 70
Oh, we are enjoying.
walking around?
We are enjoying this.
Enjoying it,
We're
but
gonna-
eventually I'll make my way to the captain.
Yeah, we're gonna walk around the ship because it's gonna take everybody else a long time to get there. And
Question: are you waiting for them to get there, or are you just okay?
I want
So about 10,
Yes.
15 minutes later, the rowboat gets to the ship. It is like anchored a fair distance from the shore. And everyone is aboard the ship, along with Hessa, the unhappy goblin.
I'm gonna lounge a foot above the deck in the air, enjoying all 70 minutes of my airwalk.
I'll stay up too until I have to go into the ship.
Yeah. When you get up there, one of the crewmen, you see him go knocks on the doors to the captain's quarters, and they open, and then he says something. Door closes, and then he kind of goes back, and then after a minute, you see as Captain Randolph Wolf and Quartermaster Alvyn come out from the double doors. Well, it's good to see you again. And so soon.
Andrew.
Good to see you too.
I'm glad you got our note.
Shut.
Yes, he can talk. He talked to you, right?
I told you, Percy. It's a wizard's bird. It's not a normal crow.
Better
safe than sorry, Captain. That's all I can say.
Avisay will just say, I told you! I told you! That's right. See, he's a good bird.
It seems you've found something.
Member of the tribe.
A goblin?
She was a human. It's complicated.
Very complicated.
Interesting.
She was also dead.
Let's have a talk. And he'll turn and go back to his quarters. And the quartermaster kind of just gesture you to follow. And then he asks two of the crewmen to grab the goblin and take her to the brig. In the captain's quarters, you see where the large table that you had all sat at for dinner has just a map spread over it of the Sea of Karst, the coastlines. You see a lot of it is actually, Alton, can you make a perception check?
I'm still walking like a foot over the ground.
22.
Hey, look at that.
Finally.
These maps, just, kind of looking briefly, nautical maps can be kind of confusing at first glance, but you do notice, you've seen maps before, especially of this part of the sea, and these maps have things marked on them that you have never seen marked on maps before. For most of the maps you've seen, this stretch of coastline isn't very well mapped. It's just kind of general. There is a marking for where looks like there's a marking for a pile of rocks kind of out in the middle of the water. And a lot of other markings for reefs and where currents are far more detailed than any other map you've seen on merchant vessels, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And at the head of the table, kind of sitting in his chair, kind of leaning forward, elbows resting on the table, looking down at a section of the maps. So, tell me what you found out.
So yeah, I guess so. I'll start by kind of talking about like the group we saw in there, of what we then learned were pirates. How that battle went.
Just bring up Mudrian. And
Yeah.
information in their witness.
Mm-hmm.
And
then Mudrian basically like brought Hessa back to life as a goblin, so that we could get some more information.
And where is this Mudrian now?
We don't know. She
left
when we woke in the morning. She had gone.
She was a slave aboard some pirate ships and had some very unusual powers.
I think she called herself a sea witch.
Something like that.
Yeah. She said she was the Dread Sea Witch.
It's a good thing that they've lost her.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes unfortunate souls are captured by pirates and kept alive and used. Those with magical powers are more valuable.
Aye. Anyways, we know that wherever the Dread is and where their base of operations is, it's along the coast to the north, in a place called Craven's Cove.
The north, we guessed as much. Though Craven's Cove doesn't sound familiar to me. He kind of turns and looks to Percy. We just kind of... I've not heard of that before. Must be a name they came up with themselves.
That was what Mudrian told us, right?
I said we learned. I didn't say necessarily from who.
I know, but I'm just making sure, because I have the notes of Mudrian, and then underneath that I have Craven's Cove, so it makes me think that we would have learned the name from her.
Yes, you did learn from her.
Hessa seems pretty confident that we'd be able to walk there. So it shouldn't be too far north. And if there was a party from there poking around Alvyn, trying to find whatever they were searching for there, obviously it is within walking distance.
Yes, but that could be any number of days of travel, realistically.
Sure.
I mean, she was going to take us there, so I don't imagine it's that far.
Can't imagine it being more than 2 or 3 days tops. By foot.
Well, that's something. At least we know we don't have to sail all the way to the Frostlands.
What?
Miss Hessa, do you think she'd talk?
She seems pretty adamant that she wouldn't.
I mean,
she values her life.
I can make her tell the
truth.
But
That's basically the only bargaining chip that she's willing to play for.
Unfortunately, that's not one I can grant.
I figured as much.
In this matter, the law is clear. You say you can compel her to tell the truth?
Yeah, I can do a zone of truth.
That doesn't compel someone to speak,
I
though,
can
in my
command
experience.
them to answer a question.
Is
As
that
a
what it
GM
is?
and not in character.
I would
No,
just
you
say-
cannot.
I would just say, oh, okay.
Remember, command has like 5 specific things you could command them to do. Tell me what I want to know is not one of them.
Does anybody know detect thoughts? Looking at you, wizard. Elyswen.
Nope, there's a better wizard than me on this ship, though.
That's true.
If you're, are you asking Elyswen specifically?
Yeah, looking
No?
at you, Elyswen.
Like, are you
Do you know-
like, is asking Elyswen?
Do you know how to detect thoughts at all?
I'm done here. That's not my concern anymore.
Information about where the cove is?
Anything to do with Hessa is... I'm not willing.
Why not? Just out of curiosity. I mean, that's fine. I just wanted to know why.
I don't feel like I can keep my motives pure.
Okay. I know a spell called divination.
I think it's pretty safe to say we don't exactly have a way of getting much out of her.
Seems
I mean-
that's where we are.
There is another wizard on this ship.
You could ask that wizard.
I mean, Arden might be willing to help.
I mean, you could try talking to her too. I mean, you don't have to take our advice for it or word for it. Just, I mean, those have been our experiences. And that was out in the woods when maybe she thought she could get the best of us. Now she's on a ship surrounded by merchant marines, and maybe she would be a little bit more forthcoming.
Or less, considering she knows.
Or less, yeah.
What happens to planets.
Well, if you wish to ask Arden, you would know what to ask for more than I would. Regardless, though, Percy, please see to the formalities here. The quartermaster normally seems pretty jovial, is pretty grim-faced, and just kind of nods.
I'll go talk to Alvyn.
As you guys are leaving, the quartermaster follows you out. When you're done talking to Arden, would you please join me down in the brig?
Mm-hmm.
Sure thing.
Thank you.
I'll airwalk to Arden.
Yep.
It's Arden.
Okay. He's down a level and across the way from the surgeons, the Sawbones' quarters.
Just imagine
Door is closed.
having just this crazy cool out of body experience where I'm floating above the deck as it's like moving slightly with the water, and I am not moving. But to everybody else, it looks like I'm moving.
It's gonna be really nice when we're actually sailing.
Knock, 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 knock. Yeah, we'll just
Yeah,
Or not.
Because the ship
Step
can
up into
probably
the air.
move faster than you can
Okay, probably.
walking.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
Under full sail.
Arden. Hey, it's Auxsonia. You there? Hello.
What do you want?
Do you know any way to like read thoughts?
Or
The door opens. The door opens and Arden's just sitting in his chair, nowhere near the door. What do you want?
I'm not.
Really?
Yeah, I just wanted to know if you can. Can you? Whoa, is that a personal question? Read my thoughts.
No, that's not what she...
There's no thoughts to be read.
There...
Actually, I
We
was
brought
thinking
back
something
a
very
member
not
of the
nice.
We brought back a member of the trade. And we don't exactly have a way of getting any information.
Are you asking me, a wizard lawfully employed by the merchant marines, to compel someone by magic strictly against the operating codes of the merchant marines?
I didn't know how you do trials around here with pirates.
That's just a yes or no.
Yes.
Yes. We're not merchant marines. So technically you wouldn't be doing it for them.
Arden knows his own stuff.
I could have some I might help.
Oh, do tell. Or show. I don't know.
Or just... We can let you work your magic.
I don't know the appropriate thing.
Wow, I haven't heard that one before.
This poor guy.
We gotta gather some things.
Okay.
I gotta dust off some.
We'll be down on the break.
Yeah, he's no longer paying attention to you,
Yeah.
like pulling out books. He's focused on what he's doing.
Well, let's go down to the break.
Okay. Below the crew quarters, on the lowest level of the ship, near the bow, you're walking past like cargo, essentially, and then there is a sectioned off the forward part of the ship. I just said it. Bow. Bow section of the ship is sectioned off with there's an iron door there. And inside are cells. And in one of them, you see Hessa, still manacled, but no longer bound with ropes. And Percy is there too. Is there as well. Good. You're all here? Under the Maritime Legal Codes and the Charter of the Merchant Marines, do you swear to tell the truth?
Whoa, what's going on here?
Aye.
I've
Just
never experienced
yes or no.
this. I've never experienced this. I just want to know. I will
The
tell.
legal procedures
Also-
for a trial at sea for an act of piracy.
Real quick point.
I say yes.
Question to Zach.
Yeah.
Because I gather I would be at least somewhat familiar with this.
Yes.
Is this going to result in the quick, or in the soon death of this individual?
What is soon to eat?
Before Arden can get to us.
Jailbreak. Oh, frick, guys. No.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Keep in mind, you've served aboard merchant vessels as a merchant marine. You've not served on an actual ship.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're in this room for a reason. Privately. They're probably.
And it's not super private. There are 2 guards down here, and Percy, and you guys. I'm still awaiting an answer. Looking at Janus and Elyswen, who have not answered.
And Alvyn. Also.
I did answer.
Alvyn already answered.
Oh, what'd you say?
I swear.
I said yes.
I refuse to participate.
Very well.
Quick question. Regarding the proceedings. How long will everything be wrapped up? Like in?
That depends.
We should just let Percy do this part. I think we should, and then.
Well, right, but it depends. It like you said, it depends.
We can let Percy do this part, right? We need to do this anyway.
I know I need to do this. Once these proceedings start, can they be paused?
No.
Right. Could we postpone them for a little bit?
The captain gave me orders.
Fireball, anybody?
No.
Very well. I will proceed. Maritime codes call for at least 2 witnesses to testify of an act of piracy. Therefore, you are free to abstain from this. To you, Elyswen. He turns to Hessa. Do you affirm that you are Hessa, a member of the crew of the pirate ship, the Dread? Yes. And turning back to you 3, do you, Alton Zellweger, affirm that Hessa, a member of the crew of the Dread, has committed acts of piracy?
You can abstain. We only need 2 people.
According to what was the code that he cited?
Maritime codes.
According to the maritime codes, just so that I can tell the most honest truth, could you please define an act of piracy?
Oh my gosh, here we go.
He's delaying.
It's clever.
Not sure why you're delaying, but
Arden to show up.
For Arden.
yeah, it's not like they're just gonna say okay and then pop her in the head right there.
That's what I asked.
We're not sure though. We don't know this.
You
We're
asked
sure.
how long it would take. It depends on how this goes.
Mhm.
You didn't ask.
I was thinking it depends on like how long it takes for like.
It really. You could have asked him. It depends on her, really.
Yeah.
How long is this going to take? Well, it depends. Benny's still sharpening the axe.
Oh.
God, it must be difficult.
He also said that it couldn't be paused. And I'm assuming this only concludes when she's dead.
Piracy, as identified by the maritime codes, as the robbery, violent action, persecution, destruction of property by an individual in international waters, or the destruction of property, invasion, robbery, violent action, breaking and entering, etc., of a private individual or group of individuals acting on the seas, striking sovereign land of a nation. Does that clarify things?
Yes, that does clarify things. So, yes, I can affirm that Hessa has committed acts of piracy.
Sonia, do you attest that Hessa, a crew member, has committed acts of piracy?
Yes. Would you like me to list them?
That won't be necessary. Janus, do you attest that Hessa, a member of the crew of the ship the Dread, has committed acts of piracy?
That she had, yes.
Hessa, a member of the crew of the ship the Dread, do you confirm these testimonies? Get it over with. You've already made up your decision. Take all your fancy words and you can put them where the sun don't shine. I will ask again. Hessa, a crew member of the ship the Dread, do you confirm these testimonies of you committing acts of piracy? Oh,
I will cast calm emotions in this room.
okay.
What exactly does that do?
What's the DC for that? It suppresses any strong emotion. So any anger, sadness, joy, any
17 is the will save. And I'll do it again and again.
Does not save. No, she doesn't save.
Okay.
On the first one. She doesn't save on the first one. Chill out. Percy does save, though.
That's fine. He was chill. Get that fly. Get it.
Hate flies. I'm gonna need you 3 to make will saves.
Oh, I got a 10.
Oh, I saved. I'm good.
Well,
Wrong
you
character sheet.
aren't affected by your own spell.
Yeah, okay. It's creatures in a
25.
20 radius.
12.
Hi, you're
Okay.
calm.
Alton, every strong emotion that you may have been feeling or could have felt is suppressed. Yes, I confirm these. Now get it over with. Very well. By the authority given by the captain's vessel, legally recognized entity of the merchant marines, I confirm you a pirate and sentence you to hang by the neck until dead. Make peace. And then he just turns and walks away.
We're just standing calmly in the room with the goblin.
Told you.
Is there
Oh, I never doubted it.
Is there any last wishes that you have? Message you want to send someone? Or...
Be free.
What?
To be free.
To be free. Anything else? Concentration
No.
up to 7 rounds for this calm emotions
No.
thing. Okay. To be free.
She just turns her back to you, grasps the 2 bars like in the back of her cell, and is just holding, standing there with her back to you.
Calm emotions wears off.
Can I throw a sense motive Ox's way to see how Ox is feeling about this whole thing?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let me know what you roll.
Nat 20.
Whoa!
Oh, snap.
It's a 19.
Oh, dang. Ox is pretty calm about it. She's concerned about Elyswen being there. Kind of looking over at her, not sure if maybe now is the time for Elyswen to leave. And thinking about that, like, yeah, this is justice. This is the way things are. I mean, this Hessa has done absolutely terrible things and is not remorseful at all. So, honestly, Hessa is what Ox could be. Could have been.
I'll just kind of like reach up and like
What?
Try to place a hand on the shoulder, but not quite make it to the shoulder.
What do you need, Al? Oh, now she's concerned about you. Are you okay? What's going on?
Oh, I'm fine.
So we're just hanging out in here?
Yeah, you guys are all just standing there outside
how's Janus looking?
Janus, how are you doing?
Janus doesn't like what's going on. I don't like what's going on, but
I'm going to assume for the sake of this conversation, you guys have left the brick.
We can leave the brick, yes. We can stand outside so that we're not with the poor goblin lady that's going to die.
Or the guards.
Yeah, we'll stand away from that too. Janus, you okay?
yeah, I don't like this.
Well, what would be the better option? Being remorseful would be the better option. right?
Yeah.
I think there's something you should know.
What?
When we were back in Alvyn, Ox and I had a chat with a dead gnome and asked her about the raid. And made it pretty clear that these people, and gesturing kind of back to Hessa, showed no mercy, even to children. She just kept asking about her son.
Ox is gonna take a minute and go tie some rope.
I know
You
that.
inadvertently find yourself tying a noose.
No!
No.
She undoes it, like, immediately.
There are some people in this world who aren't redeemable, no matter how much we wish they were.
No, it's not exactly a matter of that. It's the best way I can put it is, yes, I know there's terrible things in this world. People who do terrible things. Pain, suffering caused at the hands of others. I get that. And I get the justice behind what we do, why people do it, why we have the merchant marines and everything. It's just not something I've had to deal with personally, and not something I like sticking my hands in. I get why it's there, but it's not for me.
I'm sorry.
I get justice and I get punishment, but murder is when there are other options is not something I'm like.
I understand. And I have no idea if, first off, as I want to say sorry for getting you roped into this awful situation.
Roped?
Oh my gosh.
I'm looking up rope, like, different names of ties, so I know which one she's doing. She's doing a butterfly loop. This is the first one.
Anyways, I'm not sure if this will help at all. But instead of thinking of it as murder, think of it as defending others from the atrocities that these people would continue to commit time and time again if a stop wasn't put to it.
I understand that, and that's why I'm not fighting against this. I know we're kind of limited on options here. Since coming out of the Feywilds, there's a few things I want to put my energy towards, working towards. And I think this trip has put a few things in perspective for me. So, I'm glad I've come. It's been a long journey, but it's been, what, 4 weeks since I left the Feywilds? It's been...
Yeah.
It's been nuts, but I've learned a lot and grown, but there's some things I want out of this world. Obviously, you have to work for them. So yeah.
Actually been 6 weeks.
6 weeks, okay.
Even better.
6 weeks and 1 day to be precise.
When we get this business finished and we do return back to the other continent, there's some things I'd like to get straight.
Definitely.
But first and foremost is the business here.
Thank you.
Not a problem. And Janus is just going to go sit out on the deck.
Mm-hmm. I guess I'll just kind of wait down here with Ox.
I'm learning
For
how to
Arden.
tie a thief knot.
What's a thief's knot?
Well, apparently there's a legend that sailors tie clothes bags and bread bags with this knot, and that thieves always retie them with reef knots, and so are inevitably detected. It's a pleasing story that should encourage honesty.
Can I look over at like a bag and see if a bag is tied with a thief knot?
Thief knot. Oh. A thief knot. It's 2 strings. But
Was anybody gonna
neat.
Sorry.
It's a thief knot.
That's kind of clever. It's like
That is clever.
it's like the way better version of like the tape across a door frame sort of deal. Was anybody gonna stop us from like hanging out in the brig?
I mean, there's two Marines down there.
Yeah, but they're not gonna
kinda-
like kick me out, right?
No?
I just wanted to be the last out.
Yeah, you're the last out.
Okay.
I mean, I will say, like, it's all, like, all the walls and everything are iron, so you can see through.
Oh, okay.
So that, you know, a prisoner will always be able to be seen.
That's really cool. But this is really cool that I found this, that this ties into sailors. So yeah.
Ties in.
Wow.
I'd like to imagine, though, like, the first knot you tie is just like, if you've all seen A Nightmare Before Christmas, when Jack Skellington is trying to cut a snowflake and then it pulls its spider and he's like, what? You know, that's Ox is just like tying some knot and
it's
then,
the noose.
yeah.
Immediately undoes it, yeah. Yeah, thief knot.
Yeah. That was when there's like
Sailors know what it does.
a super smart idea. Super smart idea. Elyswen just has like one thing she wants to say before
Fireball.
Scorching ray. No, not really. That'd be a little obvious.
How about a nice handshake? Shocking grasp.
Guess I turned my droid buzzer to 11. Sorry.
11,000.
But yeah, I mean, I guess I don't care if anybody else hears this. I'll, like, after everyone's gone, I'll just look at her. You know, Mother talk to me about the things that you did. You deserve this. And I'm just going to walk out.
Okay.
And I will go to the deck.
Hey, as the last one out, you'll pass by Arden on the stairs.
Oh,
I did mention that I'm waiting kind of on that bottom deck, like not in the brig, obviously, but like on the same deck as the brig for Arden.
Oh, look, you're still alive. Follow me. Maybe you'll learn something. But probably not.
This time. But don't. I think she suffered enough.
Okay. Was this it? Just you two? As you've like walked down into the brig and everything? No, okay.
Is Alvyn with him? Alton?
Where are
Alton was already down in the cargo hold waiting. You would have passed him on your way out.
Oh, okay. Oh, I've already walked.
I'm next to
And
Alton,
that's where
because
Aux was
he
tying knots.
knots. Yeah. Thief's knot.
Okay.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, you're right. Janus is the one who is that. So, what? The one with the hair? Where's he? He didn't die, right?
No.
He's up getting some fresh air. He doesn't exactly like ships.
Probably walking around the air, getting it. Airwalk. Still, 70 minutes is a long time.
It is.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Alton, what are we asking? I said Alton.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Sorry, I yawned.
Okay. Are we asking, is there something specific that we wanted to know?
Well, presumably the location of Craven's Cove.
Okay.
And maybe how many survivors from Alvyn they're holding there.
Right. That is very important. Good call. So yeah, 2 questions right there.
And then
where and how many survivors, and if Batonia is a spellcaster. Because I really want to.
Wait, she used a wand. That's enough knowledge for me.
Sometimes people use wands that aren't, like, there's wands for different things.
Right, but generally, at least from what I know, you kind of need to be able to cast spells to be able to use a wand proper.
In Pathfinder, is it you have to be able to cast the spell in order to use the wand to cast the spell?
You have to pass a spellcraft check.
No. Okay.
You
or use magic device.
Rules wise in Pathfinder, yeah, you have to use magic device as a class skill.
Okay, so everyone but Janus is there. Arden.
I'm not staying for that.
Not there.
Oh, Elyswen, you didn't come down? Okay. So
no, I'm not turning around.
Huh? Well, you don't want to learn something? Fine. Stay mediocre. Okay, I haven't used this one in a long time. And he, like, opens up this small book. Kind of... Quartermaster wanted you two for something. You should probably go do it. They both just kind of look at each other. Okay. They both kind of like hesitantly walk away. Perfect. Okay, let's see. Yep. Okay. Yep. All right. We got this. He's gonna start. He goes into chanting. Hessa at this point has like turned around and looking really worried. And then he's going to finish chanting. Spell PCs. There you go. Oh, it's there. Right there. Okay. Okay, he stops chanting. And he says, "Tell me everything you know about the pirates and where they are, the disposition of their forces." And Hessa just, as if I'd tell you that. And he just goes into chanting again. Asks the same question. You can ask me that all you want. I'm not going to answer your questions.
Hold on a second.
One more time.
Hold on. I don't know. Elyswen is not here, right?
Elyswen is not here.
You're not by chance using like your wisdom to do this, right? That's a weird way to phrase it.
No, I'm not using my wisdom. I'm using my magic.
Okay.
Clerics are so strange.
I was just wondering if I could help bolster your wisdom.
You can help by not distracting me with stupid questions. Okay. One last time. He goes into spell casting again.
She starts tying a noose.
He asks the question again, and she turns. Craven's Cove is approximately 35 miles north of Niven. It has the crews of both the Dread and the Menace. Or not the Sea Wraith and the Dread. And she's like, forcibly can't like close her mouth. It's in a natural rock formation. Cove set into the cliffs. In a cave. I don't know how many sailors there are.
Are there survivors? How many are survivors?
What about captives from Niven?
They're being held in cells on the upper level.
Are you familiar with a woman named Katarina?
I don't know any of their names.
What's your name?
Hessa.
Your real name.
Betonia, no.
That's what I was wondering.
Go now.
Yes, she's been in hiding.
How many gnomes are there?
Betonia.
Dozen?
Are you remorseful for what you've done?
No.
Great. I feel satisfied.
How many survivors in total from Niven?
Maybe 18, 20.
What is the goal of Betonia?
How would I know that?
Is she a spellcaster?
No. As far as I know.
Does she have a weakness? Is she greedy?
No.
Chocolate chip cookies.
Does she not sleep sometimes?
Betonia is without doubt the cruelest person I've ever seen.
Were there survivors of the raid on Niven that you didn't capture?
I don't know. We were sent to find Mudreed.
Can you think of any other questions, Ox?
What's your mother's name? I've got nothing. I'm fine.
I never knew my mother.
Do you have mommy issues? Is that why you... What turned you into a storm cleric, lord cleric?
My rage.
Out of curiosity, how many of the 12 gnomes are female?
I don't know.
Okay.
How long have you had your rage?
All my life.
How long ago exactly did the raid on Alvyn take place?
About a month.
I would like to excuse myself.
How are the prisoners being treated?
Probably not well. I don't know for sure.
Out of curiosity, why did you keep prisoners instead of just killing everyone?
Captains have their reasons.
Alright, I'll look up at Alvyn and say that that's all I've got.
Well, thought for a moment there that last one wasn't going to work.
I'm glad it did.
Yeah, it's a handy spell. Too bad it's pretty much illegal in almost every country.
I'm very appreciative.
It feels nice to brush that one off again. Haven't gotten to use that one since Solovar.
It's got the secret restricted spell book.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you again. It's been a real help.
Don't mention it. Don't mention it.
I won't mention it.
Like, really, don't mention it.
I won't. I promise.
Good. And then he's just going to walk off. Yeah. Okay. What would you guys like to do with the rest of the day?
I'd like to let the captain know exactly where Craven's Cove is and what to expect
Okay.
based on everything that we just heard.
I'd like to go below decks and cry. Just a lot.
Quick, bail out the ship. Elyswen's crying. When you tell the captain this information, he's going to ask you how you got it.
Oh, well, I'm glad I'm not part of this.
Like, ooh. I wasn't there. How did you come by this information?
Tessa?
Yes. By what means did you get this information out of her?
She told me.
Please make a bluff check.
She did? She did tell me?
Yes, but you are
Hiding something.
dodging the truth.
Mm-hmm.
There is a lie of omission.
Oh, dear.
There you go. He got a 16.
Yeah,
He did not roll well.
I didn't either.
Alton, while you are not a member of this crew, you are aboard this ship as a guest. I expect you to act with the same respect of any crewman. I'll ask again, how did you get this information out of a prisoner who, by all accounts, was tight-lipped?
Sorry, I'm smiling. Alvyn is not.
I know.
I have two ways that have come into mind on how to answer this, and I'm trying to decide which to pick.
Sounds
whichever
like
one is the pick hammer, don't pick that one.
Oh, it's actually okay.
Uh-oh.
Sometimes when I look at a coin, I like to think about how that result makes me feel and decide if I actually want to go with that.
Good move.
But I really don't know which one of these is the best.
Just pick one. Go with the coin. What's the worst that could happen?
War crimes, maybe?
Yeah.
You didn't know he was going to cast that spell. That it was... Oh, we did know. We did know it was illegal. We did know.
Well, I guess I'll go with the coin. I don't like either of these options.
gotta say something. The intense silence is building.
Can I make an intelligence check or a knowledge check or something to think back to see if I can think of any legal loophole in the mercenary, marine code?
Intelligence check.
12.
Nope.
I'm gonna do a best 2 out of 3 with the coin. Sorry. Gosh dang it.
Yep.
I don't like either of these things.
Gotta do something.
I really want to phone a friend.
Ox is gone.
All the audience, yeah, yeah. And just everybody
just
else
you.
turns off their cameras like they jump out of the general chat.
No, we're not here. We're not here. Oh gosh.
Oh.
All of a sudden, everybody's deafened.
I don't like this. There's two completely truthful answers I can give. Is
Then give one
the
of them.
conundrum that I'm at.
Okay, give one of them. Here. Well, I will. You assign heads or tails to
They're
one
already
of them.
assigned. They're already
Okay.
assigned.
This is it. This is it right
Okay.
here. Okay.
All right.
Heads.
Okay, that's the opposite of what I was getting. I do actually kind of. I don't know how much I feel better about that.
Just do heads.
All right.
Just do it. Do it.
I followed your advice.
How's that?
I'm afraid that's all I can say on the matter. Under penalty of breaking an oath that I fully intend to keep.
And And which oath is that?
Divulging the nature of the oath would also be breaking the oath.
Seems like an inconvenient oath.
It's not the most convenient, but it's one I made all the same.
I think Janus is about to learn how to cook with gnome.
We'll see.
You'd risk imprisonment, criminal charges for keeping this oath?
I would.
Good. Get out of my quarters.
Quick nod. Turn. Get out.
Can I get a will save from you?
Oh, fuck. Shit.
Oh,
9.
man.
That is a failure.
I know.
In
I
the
snapped the
stress
salute.
of in the stress of, you revert to 20 years of training and habit, and you snap to attention and salute before you even realize what you're doing.
Yeah, and I'm out of there.
He watches as you leave.
Shit. Shit.
Oh, man.
Well, that went better than it could have.
You know when, like, hanging on by the neck is on the table? There's a lot of gradient there. Ugh.
Okay, I think this is a good spot to end it off. The evening. We'll pick up on the morning of the 17th.
Okay. The 16th?
17th.
Oh, we're skipping a day? This was the 15th.
Today was the 15th.
Excuse me, 16th.
Okay.
Yes, 16th.
Cool.
Oh snap! You guys are funny. Well, that's had some interesting moral dilemmas and
Yeah.
things for people to deal with.
No kidding, guys.
Asking Arden to use compulsion magic on someone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He used
What do you use?
because wizards are wizards and not clerics. Lesser
So-
Geas.
Question.
Oh.
Yes, however you say
Gosh.
it.
Gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Question from one of the residential spellcasters. How legal is compulsion magic? Because that is like my shtick. I mean, I've got Charm Person, Deep Slumber, a bunch of other stuff.
Jesus.
How legal are we talking?
Janus is
So,
the
like,
most
real talk
illegal
here.
of us.
Real talk here, okay? Legality wise, and this is information that Elyswen probably this would be something that Aux would know as well, 100%. That as far as like schools of magic that are the like most outlawed, enchantment is above necromancy. How about we put it that way?
Uh-huh.
It is illegal to compel someone to do something using magic. I mean, it's illegal to compel them to do anything, right? Whether it's essentially it's just magical extortion. Which is kind of morally worse than just animating a body that's already dead.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of necromancy spells aren't even really about that.
No.
True, but when you think necromancy, when the average person
Yeah,
thinks
yeah.
necromancy, they think ooh, spooky, scary skeletons, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you really think about it, ethically, the enchantment school is the school of crimes against humanity, for sure.
Yes, the school of war
Yeah.
crimes.
Well, yeah, I mean, evocation, I think, has school
Evocation
of
is up there
crimes,
too, yeah.
but crimes against humanity, that is firmly held by enchantments.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair,
really-
I'm pretty sure
yeah.
Scorching Ray is like off limits most of the time too. So we're just all breaking the law with magic.
Yeah, so that was not a really not good thing to do. But Arden do what Arden wants to, and
I love Arden.